Aerial view zooming in to the action here. More important game you would think for Kandy Tuskers. Without a win into their second game, Dumballa Viking just tasting this My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League, their first match of the tournament. Boy Shah, the coach of the Viking team for the first time.
Navinul Haq, pretty impressive in the first game. It's a good economy rate. He's got a slip in a gully. Away she goes. That's Dikwella. All the way down on one knee. And I'll help myself.
He sets the bowler quite well. The moment bowler decided to bowl round the stumps to cut the angle, he was ready for it. He got into a good position, just held the ball. Scooped the ball towards fine leg for the first 6 of the match. That's good batting. Good contact. Right out of the middle of the bat.
He's still going to stay around the wicket, but he's changed the field. Third man's in the... Fair point, it's just to have fielders trying to block those gaps in the batsman's eye line.
I think the other thing you've got to take into consideration is what we've seen at this venue. Batting is quite easy, so captains are torn between a rock and a hard place in terms of trying to get wickets and also trying to contain in the power play overs. Only 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, so that's a great challenge for captains to balance attack with defense.
He's got a lot of spinning options though, Kusal Pereira. Kavishanjula, he's another seamer. Other than that, bowlers who just take the pace off, and good spinners at that. Sikuke Prasanna, Asela Gunaratna. Nice early call. Makes it easy. That was no single. You cannot give that away to the batsman. There's Dilduan Pereira brought in for this game. So plenty of taking the spin off, taking the pace off. Coming to Mendes.
That's what I like about Niroshan Dikwella. He's got 2 gears. He can go on the attack. He can also show you the soft hands and turn the strike over. A versatile player, that's why he plays across formats for Sri Lanka, and he's been quite effective with the bat in all those formats. He will want to make a statement in this, the first T20 franchise league in Sri Lanka. Loud appeal. Loud appeal. Maybe just sliding down. Will the captain just consult with Naveen ul Haq?
Hit him low. Yes, you're right. About the angle, Ravindra Vimalasiri thinks it was like side-ish. But Kusal Pereira, behind the stumps, reckons, you know, I want to have a good look at this.
He forced the batsman after he shuffled towards the off stump. Play around his pads.
Upstairs, having the duties of making this decision is third umpire Ruchira Guruge. He's wide at the crease though. He's got a long way across Oshida Fernando. I'm going to go with clipping.
It's the angle, isn't it? It's going to work in favour of the batsman.
It's got to crash into the stumps to get the decision in his favour. It's been given not out. It's certainly not missing. It's going to clip for sure.
I'm also trying to see how far he was forward, because that can tell in terms of the distance that the ball still has to travel. Obviously on impact it looks like middle, and you're seeing that leg stump, so clipping, umpire's call. That will determine the outcome, and it remains not out.
You should become an umpire, Russell. Good call.
Thanks for the compliment. They look pretty straight because the leg stump could be seen for the bowler, but he was bowling wide of the wicket. And the umpires will consider that. 13 off 7, Dikwella. A real run thief. He steals runs. The slips disappeared. Deflects the ball on the offside, the leg side, the scoop shots. Those are mainly his boundary options. The My 11 Circle, Lanka Premier League trophy. Early picks, guys, early picks. Come on, Amir. Come on, Ganga, give us something.
At the moment, I think Jaffna is looking quite dangerous. Are you happy about that?
You've struck a nerve.
Or maybe the cord, right cord. That's well bowled. Good ball to finish the over.
But again, a single conceded. It's after 2 overs, 18 for no loss.
हिमानी कोकोनट ऑयल जिसके रोजाना इस्तेमाल से मिले बालों को अंदर से मजबूती और
So far, so good. Kandy Tuskers. Just
one over for Nuwan Pradeep. Taken off. You got to hold him back. He's your wicket-taking option. He's the one. Kusal Pereira will go to at tight times at the depth. Kavish Anjula, pretty impressive the other day. And that was something to go by. He was brisk. He rushed Osha Fernando.
We're coming back to the question you asked in the previous over. Make a pick to win the trophy, Lanka Premier League. And I said, Jaffna Stallions. Why are you blushing, Russell? You've suddenly gone red. Oh, that's a good delivery. Good delivery. Question asked from the umpire. No reaction.
Yeah, nice and full and quick. But probably just slightly outside leg stump. Yeah, early days, just a game each, but yes. Bit of scoop there for Angelo.
looks like a good prospect. Very new to T20 cricket, hasn't played a lot of matches. Only 23 years of age as well, so a young talent that could develop from the experiences here. He's also played for Sri Lanka 11 against England, so exposure for him would help and aid his development.
He's bowling very full. He's just not allowing the batsman to get underneath it or play any shots. They're basically having to dig it out. An underrated ball. The really full delivery or the Yorker.
Sweetly timed. Beautiful shot. Didn't look like he wanted to run. He stayed planted and firm after playing that shot. Goes for a 6.
For the first time, he bowled a length ball. And that was a mistake. Gave an opportunity to the batsman, Fernando, to free his arms. With the full face of the bat. Good contact. And ball disappeared. Second 6 of the game.
That's his strength, though, Shudha Fernando. Plays at number 3. Test cricket has opened. Very consistent. The strength is hitting through the line of the ball. He learns to run, though. He needs to learn to run. He's done some damage.
I think he has tweaked his ankle.
There was nothing on. What really did happen?
He slipped.
He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
Let's have a look. I'm sure he lost his foot in here. Slid. Ooh, that's a right foot.
He's
The
twisted his
ankle.
knee, hasn't he? His knee landed in an awkward position. Or was it the ankle?
I reckon by virtue of his ankle being twisted in that right leg. Looked quite awkward. That's a look from side on, yep. Then it grips and he slides over. That's very painful.
Let me tell you. Worrying sign, because first he tweaked his ankle, and then looked awful.
You guys know when you're playing on a pitch that is evenly grass, it can happen. You can lose your footing, especially if you're wearing half to slide a bit.
Touristic destination, plenty of activity around. It's a place where you should jot down once the borders and flights open up. Friendly people, great food, wherever you go.
सैनिटाइजर्स का इस्तेमाल जरूरी है। आइए मिलकर अपने इर्द गिर्द के माहौल को महफूज बनाएं। WB by Himani, hygiene and personal care.
It's not looking good at all. They're asking for the stretcher because...
See, have a look. First he was looking towards the ball, and here, why did he need to actually run on the grass? He should straight away. You could tell he's in trouble.
You can also see that he was wearing full spikes, so that didn't even save him from sliding on the surface. Not a good sign for the Dumballa Viking. Upal Taranga might just need to
couple of weeks. And just going by what we saw there and the reactions, he'll be...
It's a setback, isn't it? Especially for Dumballa for the moment. He was looking good. He was complimenting his partner, laying the foundation. Unfortunate way to go off the field.
an unpleasant sight when an injury happens. Medical staff, rightly so, attending to Fernando, ensuring that he gets the best treatment as he will make his way off the field. Upal Taranga will replace him. I would say a special hello and welcome to all of you looking on, broadcast partners, Sony, ITN, PTV and Geo in Pakistan, K-Sport, Sports Max from the Caribbean, Sky Sports, Easy Salat, Willow TV in the US and RTA in Afghanistan. And also our digital partners, Live Now, ATN, Cricket GIF, Sri Lankan Cricket Sport Max, Sony, PTV, K-Sport. Happy to have all of you looking on, taking in the action. A little bit of a delay and a lull because of the injury to Fernando. We hope that his injury is not as serious, because Russell Arnold mentioned him being a part of an intended test series. So from a Sri Lankan cricket point of view, one would hope that he can regain his fitness in quick time. One delivery left in the over. A dot to finish, just 9 runs from the over. It's 27 without loss.
हिमानी कहानी है सेहत के लिए स्पेशल, खालिस तरीन और कुदरती, है ना मजेदार।
And over each for Pradeep, Naveen ul Haq and Angela. Is in the power play.
Paused the same tack the other day, and we see that with lots of teams around the world. Well, Dilruwan Pereira, no stranger to using the new ball. Off spinner, two left-handers. Hence, here you go, have a bowl. Knock on in the covers, if not definite opportunity at the bowler's end. Dikwela wanting the strike.
Just sliding around. Another slip in the outfield.
You two did the pitch report, right? I thought I heard you say no due.
Of course, no due. We'll save that for the second game of today's doubleheader.
Just wondered, everyone's slipping all over the place.
A good spot. I think if as a batsman you see the square with a lot of grass, I think it's always advisable to wear spikes.
And also try and stay on the edge of the wicket, the pitch you're playing on.
Correct.
Nice shot, chip shot over the bowler's head. Mile 11 circle. Champion shot from Dikwela.
Footwork made it. Stepped out and just guided the ball. Timing was good, and also the result.
Wasn't afraid to use his feet to the off spinner, who you'd expect will be able to turn the ball away from the left-hander. That's confidence. Gentlemen, I don't know about you, as we see another quick single, but I've downloaded the My 11 Circle app, and you have a chance of going on to my11circle.com to download the app and to select your fantasy team for today's contest. Kusal Pereira is my favorite pick.
He is. I think he's going to be picked up by quite a few.
Clumsy. Extra run conceded. 4 overs gone.
WB by Himani Immune Oil. मेरा chest रहे clear और germs free. Heal with nature.
34 for no loss.
Fifth bowler to use in innings. Gunaratne will get his chance.
Asila Gunaratne pulled the 20th over the other day for the Tuskers. Two juicy full toss. Guys, a question. A bowler, an over each. Are you overdoing it? Or should you come up with those plans and assess what exactly is happening and go to that plan?
No, I agree with Kusal Pereira. What he's seen in previous matches, he had the chance to play. He knows that the power play overs is a challenge. And what he's being is proactive. So far, so good. My 11 Circle champion shot, you would say it wasn't about power, it was about placement and timing.
That's what you get from Opal Taranga. Relies on his timing and footwork. Just saw the whip The length was there to employ that stroke, and he made sure that he placed that one into the gap.
It wasn't too wide. It's just that the length was there and he gave himself some room. Good awareness of where the fielders are.
Just to finish my point, Russell Arnold, in T20 cricket, 1 over constitutes a spell, in my estimation. So I'm all in support of this approach by Kusal Pereira to use 5 bowlers in 5 overs. As we've seen, Sohail, batting friendly conditions. So you got to take all the creativity out as a captain, and he's done so. Leaks another boundary.
This length is not going to work for the bowler. No way. On a flatter wicket like this, you've got to be precise with your line and length. Once again, shot, and that was more than enough for the batter.
My 11 circle champion shot. At the moment, who's been creative, Ganga? It's a Pultaranga.
Indeed, indeed. That dominating ball. That's why this game is so fascinating. It allows teams to take the initiative, to counter-attack as well. Goes aerial. Lofted shot should be cut off. Been an expensive over so far.
See, the question Russell asked, why 1 over each? Your answer made sense to constitute as a spell. Why not prepare a bowler to bowl 3 overs in the power play?
If it's going well, why don't you
Yes.
continue? Do you have to change?
Single.
But right now we have to change. Our spell of 5 overs is done. It's 45 for no loss.
It has been quite interesting. A couple of tight overs right at the top, and now suddenly the ball has been travelling a little bit, so there's been a little bit of leaking of late. Has this got the Viking team going a bit? Just a reminder, the Tuskers won the toss and they elected a bowl first. Both sides wanted a bowl. Conditions are good, plenty of sunlight. Fernando, that was a bad injury. Let's hope he's being closely attended to in that change room. We'll bring you that news as soon as we hear anything. Pereira trying to scuttle after that, but I'm not sure there was too much involved. Hey, Mickey.
Hello, Hazy. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Really disappointing to see a shot of Fernando go down there. I know our doctor's on it, and let's hope for the best in terms of news on that injury. Been very impressed with Niroshan Dikwela. He's got going quite nicely early on.
Good use of the feet. Just the one. Ball before, by the way. 2 noises, so maybe there was a little bit of connection with the bat. Yeah, Shota Fernando played really well in South Africa last time around. I'd imagine that he was in your plan, so let's hope that's good news for him eventually. He's going to be okay for that tour. We'll have to wait and hear what that result is. They'll be looking at scans, I'm sure. Tidy over so far.
With the Pultaranga game, what is really interesting to look at is the line that the Tuskers bowlers would try and adapt to him. Because if you look at Upul, the way he bats, he's absolutely strong, square of the wicket on the offside, through extra cover. Teams have looked to try and bowl more middle and leg to him. over the top. One bounce, and that's a boundary, and that's the 50 up. Indeed, an excellent shot by Big Bell. A little bit of an inside-out stroke.
That's his go-to shot. When Niroshan Diguela is under a little bit of pressure, he'll give himself a little bit of room and he'll hit it over extra cover. Plays extremely strong in that area.
I like him. I like Diguela. I like the fact that he's feisty. I like the fact that he likes to take the tack to the bowler. I like the way that he backs himself as well. All those keepers always got a bit to say as well when they've got the gloves on behind the stumps. Down the ground just for one, so in the end that's 8 runs off that over, 6 gone, power play gone, 53 for none.
हदीस है कि कलौंजी में है हर मर्ज की शिफा. हिमानी ब्लैक सीड ऑयल, हील विद नेचर.
Just a shade under 9 runs of the over for the power play in this game. This is the first of 2 games today, so it's a double header. Not fine enough. Couldn't get it away.
Another go-to shot there for Niroshan Diguela. He's either looking to lap, which he plays extremely well. We saw him hit 1 for 6 right at the start of the innings, or he shimmies and goes over extra cover. Good field setting here. Sailor Gunatarakta, because they've tried to nullify his go-to shot. We've got...
Oh, that's soft indeed. Wow, he didn't need to do that. He's just gifted that wicket away.
Very soft and very disappointing for Niroshan there. But again, it was good field placing. We spoke about them having sealed off his go-to areas with a deep extra cover, 3 men protecting the leg side boundary. It forced him into a different shot. 53 for 1.
They'll be happy with that. So 25 off 18 was his return, and he'll be distraught, I'd imagine, with the way that he got out. Niroshan Diguela is the man that's just departed, brings Samit Patel to the crease, who's just done very well in the PSL, getting runs and also wickets. So he'll be coming to this tournament raring to go, raring to perform for the Viking team.
One man that amazes me, Hazy. Wherever a league is, he's there. Samit Patel. Plenty of experience, as you said.
Eases that one away, nice and fine.
He has been a good traveller. I've just seen him sign a contract extension at Nottinghamshire, which means he's doing exceptionally well. Niroshan Diguela, disappointing way to get out. I don't mind seeing him getting out sweeping, but not reverse lapping. It is a go-to shot for him. He didn't have to play it at that point in time.
See, this is the advantage when you play against colleagues where they know exactly what to do with you. As you said, all his go-to shots were blocked. So he was looking to manufacture one. And the thing about Gunaratne was that he took so much of pace off the ball. And it was an easy shot for him to to try and execute. He had to use all the power he had.
Yeah, I just think that's too high risk for the reward that he was going to get. Rather just hit it straight down the ground. There's big pockets out there. He's quick between the wickets, and he can get through and increase the scoring rate that way.
I think it's really simple. He's too good a player to get out like that. Really simple in my book. Cannot just throw your wicket away.
You're right, Hazy. And I think what we're going to see today is pace off the ball. Rashawn, you mentioned it earlier. I think pace off the ball is almost the way to go here.
I think that could be done by guys like this, but looking at Dilrwan, one ball to go, he was looking to fire the ball in, nothing in the surface for him. He's got a single off the last ball. It's 5 runs and a wicket. 58 for 1.
हिमानी कोकोनट ऑयल जिसके रोजाना इस्तेमाल से मिले बालों को अंदर से मजबूती और रहे स्ट्रॉन्ग। मेरी फैमिली का खास